A game about houseplants. The windowsill is nice. Sunlight hits you in the morning, warming you deep to your roots. Mid-morning, Joe emerges from her bedroom and cracks open the door. The air is cool but not cold. It feels good. Joe spends the rest of the day unpacking. Cardboard boxes are stacked against the far wall. She's taking them down one by one, carefully, and opens them up. You watch as she puts away kitchenware, decorations, toiletries, books. Sometimes she disappears into her bedroom, where you hear more shuffling, more swearing. Around you hear a buzzing noise. You hear muffled voices from the other room, and then Joe walks into the living room holding her phone. Her expression is strained. Yes, it's fine. She sits on the couch. I know, I won't. Yes, that's fine. The landlord said the lease was fine, even though I sent it in late. You notice her left hand squeezing the couch cushion. Abby left yesterday, and yes, I know, my first day is Monday. No, I haven't met them. They sounded nice over the phone though, it'll be fine. She's silent for a moment. You watch as she nods, a little tiredly. Yes, I will take care of it, thanks. Okay, yes, okay, bye mom. Joe set the phone down, then collapses on the couch. She goes back to her room and you don't see or hear for a long time. You wonder about Joe's new job, you wonder about Joe's family. Family first always. In the evening, Joe emerges from her room and sits on the couch. She opens her laptop, which is covered with cat stickers. She keeps looking at you. You sit comfortably for a while, silent, but for the sound of Joe's typing. The gentle evening wind rustles your leaves. No, she says suddenly. She's glaring at her computer screen, offended beyond belief. Your package will arrive by Tuesday? She sighs and closes her laptop with more force than was probably necessary. She goes into her room and comes back out with a jacket and backpack, yelling, keys jingling. She gives you one last worried look before she walks out the front door. It's dark out by the time Joe comes back. She's holding shopping bags. The first thing she does once she's inside is take a wrapped item out of one of the bags and carry it to the kitchen. You hear crinkling paper and running water. She walks over to you. She's holding a watering can. It's very cute watering can. There you go, bud, she said, gently pouring water into your pot. You feel the soil cool and moisten. It's refreshing. She sets the watering can on the windowsill. Then she takes a wrapped burrito out of its bag, crumples the bag up, pitches it clear across the room, and goes to town on that burrito. You suck up some of that moisture from your roots. It's kind of like having dinner together. It's nice. Flower. You try to flower but fail. No! Day 4. Joe wakes up early today. You listen as she showers and blasts pop music. She walks into the living room wearing a very professional-looking suit jacket with matching slacks. She sits at the table and eats an extremely healthy breakfast, oats and fresh fruit, while scrolling on her phone and bobbing her head to music. Joe grabs her lunch from the fridge, packing it into her computer bag, then waters you. She gives you the apartment a final glance, stainless steel travel mug in one hand, her computer bag on her shoulder, and then smiles and leaves the apartment. You hear the key turn and her footsteps fade away down the hall. The day goes on, sunlight filters through the trees, warming your soil. Your leaves turn happily towards the light and your roots take in the water. You feel healthy. Flower. You try to flower but fail. Oh man. Day 8. The house is quiet when Joe isn't home. After getting back from work, she usually goes straight to her room. You don't see her much. She seems tired. Your word for her, you know she can take your word for her. She forgot to water you today. You feel your leaves are starting to shrivel. The front door opens slowly and Joe enters. She tosses her keys into the general direction of the kitchen. She misses and drops her bag on the floor. She sighs and stares up at the ceiling for a long time. She glances at you, sadly, like you're a reminder of something she'd rather not think about. She wanders into the kitchen, opening and closing cabinets with little aim. It's unclear what, if anything, she's looking for. Then she retreats into her room for the rest of the night. The apartment is quiet again. Flower. You try to flower but fail. Day 10. Joe rushes out of a house this morning. She doesn't eat breakfast. She forgets to water you. Again. Time passes and you feel yourself withering, drying, shrinking. It hurts. When Joe comes home that night, she looks tired. She's been looking very tired recently, but today is different. She doesn't even make it to the couch before she starts crying. She lays on the floor and curls up on the carpet. You can't see her face, but you can hear her. One of her sleeves on her blazer slides off and she doesn't fix it. Eventually, she gets up and goes to her room. As she's walking, she turns to look out the window. Her big brown eyes are shining. Her face is puffy and red in the sunset. Evening comes, you're tired and thirsty, but mostly you're sad that you can't help your friend. Flower. You try to flower, but you fail. Day 12. You can feel your stems start to collapse. They've begun to wrinkle to conserve what little water is left. The edges of your leaves are drying, becoming sunburned. The light peaks over the horizon, hot, too hot. For the first time, you wonder if you'll make it. The bedroom door opens and Jo rushes out. She makes hurried noises in the kitchen. She's late and she knows. There's a sudden crash and the noise of breaking glass and a gasp. Oh no, You watch as Jo runs back to her room, her makeup running, her work clothes splashed with coffee. Why? You hear her repeat from her room, why now? As she's running between the kitchen and her room, paper towels in one hand, dirty blazer in the other, the morning sunlight catches her eye and she pauses. She stares at the window, breathing heavily. I think this was a mistake. She takes a deep breath, steadying herself. The moment passes and she turns back to her room toward the wad of paper towels towards the kitchen. I don't have time for this. Future me can deal with it. You wonder when future Jo will get here and how she'll feel about multiple messes that present Jo has left for her to deal with. Jo leaves. You wish she could have opened a window a little. Even the dew from the morning air would be better than this. It would be something. The day passes as the one before, quiet, still. The windowsill has gone dusty. In the afternoon, the wind picks up and rips through the trees, causing the tree limbs to rustle and bang the window. Maybe it was a good thing Jo didn't leave the window open after all. The sunset is beautiful, and then it's gone, and then it's late evening, and still Jo isn't home. She's never been out so late. You worry. And then suddenly, laughter. The door swings open. Two unfamiliar faces enter the apartment, followed by Jo. She's flushed and a little wobbly on her feet, but she's smiling. Wow, exclaims one of the stranger, your apartment is so nice, super lucky to find a one-bedroom in the neighborhood. Haha, yeah, yells Jo, oh man, I'm drunk. You okay, says the other person, helping Jo to the couch. She spots you in the windowsill and brightens. Oh, she exclaims, you have a begonia. Jo squints, taking a moment to process. Oh, yeah, it was a gift from my friend from back home. She helped me move in and everything. She told me not to kill it, but haha, I'm bad at plants. What did you say its name was, Gabby? Gabby examines you with a critical eye. It's a begonia. It's good at photosynthesizing, creating oxygen, for nicer air inside. It's also super almost dead. Jo groans. Aw, shoot, I can't die, I promised. It can't die, I promise. Gabby dusts off the watering can, holds it out to their third friend. Kai, can you feel this? He takes it and nods. Can do, ma'am. Gabby sits next to Jo and suggests a better watering schedule for you. The relief you feel as the water is poured into the soil, it's like nothing you've ever felt before. You hope it's not too late. Gabby is our office plant queen, says Kai. She rescued all of our poor plant friends in my apartment too. Jo turns to Gabby, tears welling in her eyes. Maybe it's the alcohol, maybe it's the stress from the move, maybe it's everything. Oh girl, says Gabby, wrapping an arm around Jo. Jo wipes her eyes, giggling and sniffling. It was really nice of you guys to ask me to hang out tonight. I've been having a hard time, like everything's been pretty rough. I know I already said, but thanks for... Jo hesitates. For being my friends. Gabby and Kai says, aw, in course, we're glad to, says Gabby. We've been trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Squad goals, yes, Kyle. You think maybe he's a bit too drunk. It's like the bachelor up in the office, says Gabby, nudging Jo. Everyone wants to be friends with the cool new girl. And we're winning, yells Kyle. They giggle. Kyle gasps, oh wait, what if go with me, what if you threw a housewarming party? Jo rolls over the couch. You think people would be into that? Yes, says Gabby, you should do it. Yes, such a nice apartment anyways. Jo thinks it over for a moment, then nods. Only if you guys come. Of course. You watch as they talk for a little while longer. Jo looks happier than she's been in a long time. Seeing her happy makes you happy. On her way out, Gabby points at you. Don't kill this one, okay? It'll take good care of you if you take good care of it. Before she goes to bed, Joe bends down and touches your now dry leaves. I'm sorry, bud. Don't die. Come on, we can do it. Flower. Try to flower but fail. Day 15. Joe's been happier lately. She waters you each morning, carefully inspecting your leaves for signs of recovery. Today she ate some Greek yogurt with her coffee and stood at the window, taking in the morning sunlight. You feel healthier. Perhaps it was your brush with death, but the world seems brighter and more vibrant than before. Birds chirp outside and the apartment sparkles in the sunlight. When Joe gets home in the evening, she cooks dinner or talks to her friends on the phone. She looks healthier too. You're on your way. Flower. You try to flower but fail. Day 20. Joe is excited today. She spends most of the day at home, leaving only for a short bit and coming back with groceries and this really cool thing called plant food. In the evening, Joe's phone rings. She answers it immediately. Hi, Abby, she claims. You get fired yet? She laughs and shakes her head, flailing backwards on the couch. No, I have not. It's super alive. I'm feeding it right now. Plant food right now. Joe grins at you like you're sharing a secret. So yeah, about the you can come? Yes, of course. I'm so excited. Joe laughs again. I know, my work friends are pretty cool. So I'm so excited for you guys to meet. You feel nourished. Is it the plant food or is it because she's talking to you again? Either way, you find it comforting. Flower. You try to flower but fail. Day 25. Joe doesn't have work today, but she gets up early anyways. You can tell she's excited. Gabby and Kai show up around noon. Party team, yells Kyle. She leaves the apartment for a few hours and returns with shopping bags from various stores. By evening, the apartment has reached maximum party. Streamers hang from the ceiling, balloon dust gently around the floor, and the fridge is stuffed with appetizers. Joe and her friends giggle their way through decorating. You realize you've never seen this many people in one place before. You're excited. Flower. You try to flower but fail. Day 26. Dawn breaks. The apartment fills with colorful light that dances off your glittering party decorations. You feel something spark deep inside of you. You're not sure what it is. It's warm and buzzing. Joe dances out of her bedroom, half dressed with a toothbrush in her mouth and a phone in the other. Pancake, she yells to no one in particular. She docks her phone, still blasting pop music, and starts cooking. You smell cinnamon in the air, and the window welcomes in birdsong and ambient neighborhood noises. Your leaves rise up to meet the sun. The evidence of your near-death experience is almost non-existent now, save for the crinkled ends on the couple larger leaves. Late morning, there's an aggressive knock on the door. Joe runs to open it. Hello, best friend, yells Abby, holding up a gift bag in one hand and a mylar balloon in the shape of a dump truck that reads, "It's a boy," in the other. Hello, best friend, yells Joe back. They hug. The dump truck floats to the ceiling as they both try to pick each other up, and both bail, falling to the floor laughing. The afternoon rolls around and the first round of guests show up. You recognize Gabby and Kai. There are plenty of people you don't recognize, but they all seem to be having a good time. Music plays, dancing breaks out, people swarm the platter of garlic bread and melted brie cheese. A little way in, Joe climbs onto a chair. Hey everyone, she shouts, I have an important announcement. Joe gestures to Abby. This is Abby, my best friend from back home. The announcement is that she's very cool. Everyone cheers. Abby climbs onto the next chair to Joe, almost pushing her off. Thank you everyone, I also have an announcement. She holds up a bottle. Shots, shots, shots. Everyone agrees to this too. That is a very good announcement. Partying continues into the evening. The sun sets, and you can feel the last heat escape and the chill of the night creep through the window. Someone walks over to the window and closes it quickly, much to your relief. In the middle of the heated debate about anime, you catch Abby's eye as she gasps, her face brightening. Oh my, it's you. You're alive, she says to you. She's maybe yelling a little bit, but it's fine. She rustles your leaves a little, then turns back to the party. With so many people around, you feel exhilarated. All this CO2 makes you feel as drunk as everyone else. You feel your leaves dropping for the evening and the last of the remaining partiers leave. Gabby, Kai, and Abby stay over. They crash on various soft surfaces except Gabby, who sleeps on the coffee table. You don't judge, maybe a little, it's fine. With everyone asleep, Joe takes a long look up at the sky. Her makeup is smudged. The stars are reflected in her eyes. She's very pretty. Flower. Try to flower but fail. Day 27. Hear slow groan on the bedroom, which is responded to from the living room by 3 equally tired groans. Why on earth did I drink so much, says Joe, bracing herself against the door frame of her room. Abby's muffled voice comes from underneath the pillow. Shh, go back to sleep, I'm dying. You're not, and I can't, says Joe, rubbing her face. I'm going to make coffee. You guys want some? 3 tired but affirmative noises echoing from the room. Super. It's a beautiful day. The morning sun warms your leaves. You feel stronger than you ever have been. Ooh, this is long. Maybe it's time. Flower. Joe moves around in the kitchen as the others slowly wake up and collect themselves. Shedding blankets and deflated balloons, they're all sitting upright around the coffee table by the time Joe walks over with 3 mugs. Abby takes one, covering with her eyes. Please, someone close the curtains. Got you, babe, says Joe. She walks over to the window. She sees you. Oh, she says quietly. What? Oh my, says Abby, tripping over a blanket in a rush effort to get closer. They gather around you. The flowers are small, but they're bright and strong, and you wear them proudly. Everyone is smiling. Oh wow, it's super beautiful. I didn't know they did that. Abby throws her arms around Joe excitedly. You did it. You're a real plant mom. Look, dude, this plant loves you so much it gave you flowers. Everyone looks at you so nobody else notices that Joe is blinking back tears. She's smiling though. You stand up a little straighter just for her. Joe wipes her eyes and takes a deep breath. So, breakfast? Joe leaves the apartment laughing and surrounded by friends. The morning sun will keep you warm until she gets back. We finally flowered. We did it. Wow. What a journey it has been. Absolutely beautiful for Carson. Credits. What a 10 out of 10 game. I'll link it down in the description. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.